Hey there, CPDLF first graders. It's great to see you today. We have just started week 6. Can you believe that we're in week 6 already? So, we're going to talk about your getting started lesson for week 6 today in your English language arts or reading class, right? So, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm in Canvas and I'm at the home page. To get to your getting started lesson, you just would click right here. And we'll look at your getting started lesson. So this week's lesson is about I can identify action verbs for our getting started lesson. Action verbs are fun because they're all about moving, doing, or creating. They're just, you get to move and do something, right? Usually using action verbs, or somebody is. There's this really cool video to get you started. It's a song about action verbs. I'm just going to play a few minutes of it for you.
Action verbs, you see them when you read. Action verbs, you use them when you write. Action verbs are so cool. Action verbs make me want to move. Gallop, gallop.
So there's one of your new action verbs, gallop. Run, hop, skip, jump, lots of different action verbs, right? Hey, watch the whole thing and see how many other action verbs he talks to you about. So if we go back to our lesson now, after you're done watching that, watch the whole video with your learning coach. Try to do some of the moves. He does some kind of funny moves. We're going to then go down into the lesson and explore some other things about action verbs. The first one is you get to read a book called Animals Can Move, and it's all about moving, and you're going to try to find all the action verbs in that book. So here's the book here. If you can, print it, and you can fold it up, and it will turn into a book for you. If not, you can just read it online. Some of the words might look a little upside down, but I think you'll be able to print it and it'll be great. But it talks about how can these animals move? A camel can walk. Then we see a rabbit can hop, and a polar bear can swim. So the action verbs there are hop and swim, right? So read through that book, see how many things you can find out that animals can do that are action verbs. So then when we come back to our lesson, here's another video about action verbs for kids. And this one's fun too. We'll just skip ahead and start.
Our next comment is from Miss Cesar Chavez Learning Set. Verbs are words that tell you what nouns do.
Action.
Oh, it's so
think about that. Action verbs
cool.
are words
We'll say it
that can tell you what nouns do. So I, Mrs. Mayers, teach. Teach is an action verb. You might run, write, draw, play, lots of different things. So you're the noun, and then there's action verbs.
Again, action verbs are words. Verb for a gas station. Well, gas station fuels.
So I just skipped ahead to see a few other things, but watch the whole thing. Find out what you can learn about different action verbs, and see what you can discover, how they help nouns. So next we have play the game, picture the verb. So let's take a peek at this game. Looks like I don't have the Flash plugin to do this. So I'm going to just click here. And then I'm going to tell it to allow Flash. You might run into that on your computer too. So now my game should load just fine. And I should be able to play a game about action verbs. It'll take a few minutes to load. We'll let that load there. While it's loading, let's think. What other action verbs are there? Loading. Loading is an action verb, right?
The game tests your knowledge about verbs or action words.
I'm just going to say okay here. It's going to load some more up. Loading.
Click on the option that matches the picture shown.
I can sleep on one leg or I can hop on one leg. Pretty sure she's hopping in the picture.
Brilliant. I hop
look, I
on
get
one leg.
I made it to another level. Look at this. Mom walks in the morning or mom jogs in the morning? I think that's mom jogs in the morning. If you're having any trouble reading, just hit the little...
Mom jogs in the morning.
And they will read it to you if you click here. Okay, I'm not going to spoil any more for you. I'll let you play that game when you get a chance later. So I'm going to head back to our exploring about action verbs here. And look, we've completed everything on the lesson. Guess what it's time to do? Time to go on to the assignment. So here's the assignment for today's getting started lesson. And there's some couple things you have to do here. First, it's a fun thing. With your learning coach, try to act out as many action verbs as you can think of. And then you have some flashcards, a quiz, and a Google Doc you need to do something with. So let's take a look. We have flashcards here that have some action verbs. And then it shows you what the action verb is. And remember, when you're doing your flashcards, you can always
Sleep.
Have the computer read it to you also. So play around with those and learn some more action verbs that way. Then you're going to get a quiz. How's this going to work out? What do you think he's getting ready to do here? And this is where you're going to have to think and maybe get a learning coach if you need some help with the words. This one says shake hands, watch TV, wake up, or stand up. What do you think he's doing here? I'm pretty sure he's standing up. So I'm going to click stand up, and I got it right. Here, what is he doing in that picture? Stomp on feet, open your book, cook some food, or raise your hand. I think he's cooking food. Good. We got two together. So go ahead and try some more of these. Do as many as you can so that you can learn as many new action verbs as possible. So you'll do those two things, part of this assignment, and then you have to go to the Google Doc. What is this Google Doc going to be? Oh, Google Doc, this is fun. There's a whole list of action verbs in here. Remember, an action verb is something that has some sort of movement or does something, right? And we're going to take this highlighter tool up here, and I'm going to pick yellow. You can pick any color you want. I turn this highlighter on, and here's your reminder on how to do that. And then I'm going to go highlight everything that is an action verb. A book is not an action verb. It not doing anything. Candle doesn't do anything. But dance is doing something. So I'm going to highlight that with my highlighter. And now I have highlighted dance. Sing is another action verb. So I'm going to highlight it. And I'm going to go up here and choose yellow. And I've highlighted that one. And then go through and I want you to highlight all of the different action verbs that you can. And then when you come back to your assignment, now that you've done all the steps, you're simply now going to say to me, you're going to hit the submit assignment button like you always do and do a media recording like we usually do. And you're going to record a video telling me about the 4 steps that you did in the assignment and how did those make you feel as you went through them? What did you learn? What was new? And then you're going to tell me what was the hardest part of this lesson for you and share your media recording with me. Good luck on your getting started assignment, and I can't wait to see all the other work that you're going to do as you work through the rest of the assignments for this week. Have a great week. As always, grab me and hang out if you need anything at all. See ya.